that win last time out, and well, she was runner-up, earlier in the preparation, beaten by a couple of handy ones. So I mean, Viviane was going particularly well at that point in time, and then She Dances come out and beat her, who was also thriving. So her form overall's been great. She was probably on the wrong part of the track when she ran in the Begonia Bell. She actually started favourite in that on the far side, and was all out on her own at Flemington, and was probably a forgive run and came out of that and had the pattern in her favour, of course, here at Caulfield. But she's been well backed here, 350 to 310. She'll land in a good spot. But no gimmies here. There's a few handy sprinters, Warren, and a few of them look pretty good too.
Yeah, I like the look of a number of them in the yard. I know you were with SGHIRRIPA. I was no negatives at all with SGHIRRIPA. Midwest was one that caught my eye. I love the look of Yonsei first up. She does look like the style of horse will be better over further, but she was bright and alert in the yard. I don't see a lot of rose quartz in the yard, but she came in, she looked really well. Jamie Carr got straight aboard and she went straight out on the track, and now she's got the barrier blanket on before she gets loaded. So there's a real process in trying to get the best out of rose quartz, and Graham Begg and those involved have worked out the best way to get the results. And you look at her scorecard, she really doesn't go to the races and run poorly.
No, it's getting a little bit warm there, but they are. It's a muggy day, Nige, as well, isn't it? Like, it's out there, and it's a bit stiller at this point in time than it was, but it was...
A bit of cloud cover back after the sun was blasting through for the only time it sort of has in the last couple of hours when they were in the yard for the Lord Stakes, but sort of humidity and temperatures dropped a little bit with that cloud cover as well. So loading process underway for the Nick Johnston Real Estate Christmas Stakes, a staple of Boxing Day at Caulfield for many, many years. It's over 1,100 metres, 200,000 the prize pool. Kieran Mara and Dave Eustace, they took out the Lord Stakes a little bit earlier on with Zenzala. Darren Weir, the last trainer to win the two doubles, the feature double on Boxing Day, did it with Ladari and Tuscan Sling in 2015. And Jamie Carr trying to emulate the deeds of Steve Baxter in 1999, who with visual displays in St. Christoph won the Lord and Christmas Stakes double. Let's go to Matt Hill for his call of our feature.
Along with Curran. Great to have Yonsei back at the track as well. Yonsei resumes this afternoon after 18 months off as Midwest comes up with Daniel Moore. A quality running of the Christmas Stakes. Tote favourite is Rose Quartz at $3.10. SGHIRRIPA at $5.90 and $7.40 for Midwest. So Curran goes up. So we await on Maximilius and also Najem Sahel. Najem Sahel to take an outside Ellie. Of course, Rose Quartz finishing third in this race last year. A race won by Jigsaw when it was conducted at Sandown. Najem Sahel to complete the line, to take the outside, and the field is set for the Christmas Stakes. Ready. Gates are back and racing. Rose Quartz towards the inside, midfield away. Midwest fired out to lead Najem Sahel, Generation and Rose Quartz. Then Sweet Ride, Maximilius, SGHIRRIPA up on the inside midfield from the astrologist Yonsei. Second last in the race is Curran, and last is Sebenak. Midwest being raced by Najem Sahel. As they reach the 700 metres, they match motors by a couple of lengths, Generation and Rose Quartz. A length and 3/4, SGHIRRIPA and Maximilius. A couple, the astrologist Yonsei, Sweet Ride. Then came Sebenak, and last of all is Curran up towards the corner. 450 out, it's Midwest and Najem Sahel. A length and a half, Generation getting away from the rails. Rose Quartz is 4 deep. SGHIRRIPA's run right up behind them. And then came Maximilius and a gap to the astrologist. It's Midwest at the 250 from SGHIRRIPA, Najem Sahel, Generation and Rose Quartz the outside. SGHIRRIPA took the front at the 150 from Najem Sahel, Midwest. Still SGHIRRIPA extends a length and a quarter, Najem Sahel, and it's SGHIRRIPA. SGHIRRIPA's won it. Najem Sahel second, Curran third, Sebenak fourth, then Rose Quartz, Midwest, Yonsei doing a bit late through the line. Then came Generation, further back the astrologist, Sweet Ride and Maximilius.
A fourth Christmas Stakes for Froggy Newitt, 2003, 5 and 7. Some 16 years later, he had enough time to have a little bit of a look left at the board to the inside and just check the margin that he had over Najem Sahel, who runs second at stakes level for the second time in 6 days after his placing in the Kensington Stakes to Cat 2 last week. Curran, 7th in the race a couple of years ago, gets home well from the back for third, but all on